Whovians, Whovian Queen here. Hope you have a good week so far. Well, our look at the 10th Doctor era continues on with Tooth and Claw. So, here we go. The 10th Doctor and Rose land in the Scottish moors in 1879. They encounter a carriage carrying Queen Victoria, who has been forced to travel by roads to Balmoral Castle as a fallen tree has blocked the train line to Aberdeen, feared to be a potential assassination attempt. Yeah, she sure had plenty of those. The Doctor poses as the Queen's protector using a psychic paper, and he and Rose join the Queen as she travels to the Torchwood estate, a favorite of late consort Prince Albert, to spend the night. The royal party is unaware that the Torchwood estate has been captured by a group of monks led by Father Angelo, forcing its owner, Sir Robert MacLeish, to play into their ruse as they take the place of the house's servants and guards. The monks, having arranged for the fallen tree to force the Queen to the estate, have brought a man infected by a form of lycanthropy, hoping to pass his nature to the Queen and create a new Empire of the Wolf. Ugh, that's not good. The Doctor soon realizes the trap they have fallen into, and helps to save Rose, the Queen, and Sir Robert from Father Angelo's men and the werewolf by taking shelter in the estate's library. It's wood coated with oil of mistletoe wood to stave off the beasts. That's good. They study the library and discover evidence collected by Sir Robert's father, a polymath, and Prince Albert, which indicates the werewolf is really the current form of an alien species that survives by passing its lycanthropic form from human to human. The Doctor also realizes that the estate was designed as a trap for the werewolf, as by use of its strange telescope along with the Queen's Koh-i-Noor diamond, its cut fashioned by Prince Albert, they can destroy the alien life form. Sir Robert sacrifices himself to allow the Doctor, Rose, and the Queen to prepare the telescope in the observatory. They are able to trap and kill the werewolf in the concentrated light of the full moon collected by the diamond. The next day, the Queen gives the Doctor and Rose knighthoods before banishing them from the British Empire. That's a little bit of a 180 there, but who am I to judge? In honor of Sir Robert's sacrifice and his father's ingenuity, she orders the creation of the Torchwood Institute to help defend Britain from further alien attacks, declaring that if the Doctor returns, Torchwood will be ready to deal with him. And deal with him they will, in some form or other. Anyway, let's look at a little bit of continuity here. The Doctor introduces himself as James McCrimmon. Jamie McCrimmon, played by Fraser Hines, was a young Scottish piper for the 18th century and a companion of the Second Doctor. Now let's look at the production of this episode. In the scene where the Doctor and Rose meet the Queen's guards, the Doctor slips into a Scottish accent, which is actually actor David Tennant's native accent. Michelle Duncan and Jamie Sives were unable to attend the read-through for this story, and their parts were read by Tennant's parents, who happened to be visiting the Doctor Who set. Tennant told reporters at the series' press launch, quote, "Because it's set in Scotland, they were delighted to be asked to read in. My mom played Lady Isabel, and my dad played Captain Reynolds, and they were in seventh heaven. And they were generally cheesed off, and they didn't get asked to play the parts for real. It was like, chill out, Mom and Dad, back in your box." Yeah, it definitely seems like something David Tennant would do. Sherwin House in Youngstown, Wales, was one of the sites for filming this episode, representing Torchwood House in the Scottish Highlands. Exterior shots were filmed at Craigienos Castle, Swansea Valley. The monk fight scene was filmed at a courtyard in Driffen Gardens, St. Nicholas. At one point during filming, Billie Piper's hair caught fire. Oh, that's not good. Interviewed in Doctor Who Confidential, Director Euros Lynn said that various martial arts films were viewed in researching the opening fight sequence, including Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The werewolf in this story is computer-generated. Why am I not surprised? Pauline Collins stated in a BBC press release that there were 2 performance artists who demonstrated the movements that the werewolf would do, and talked about the problems of overacting in a situation where one was simply reacting to a green screen. A deleted scene was included on the box set DVD, where the Doctor and Rose, after being knighted, run off towards the TARDIS. Okay, don't understand why that scene needed to be deleted, but I'm not the editor on the show. Anyway, now let's take a look at cast notes. Kathleen Collins previously appeared in the series as Samantha Briggs in the second Doctor serial The Faceless Ones. This makes her the third actor from the classic series to appear in the new series, following William Thomas and Nisha Nayar. Collins had been offered a role as a companion in 1967, but had turned this down. According to the accompanying episode commentary, actor Tom Smith, who played the host, attended drama school with David Tennant. Nice. When Sir Robert offers to precede the Queen out of the window, she calls him, quote, my Sir Walter Raleigh. Actor Derek Riddle had played Raleigh in the BBC drama The Virgin Queen, screened earlier in the year. The script originally had Victoria refer to Sir Francis Drake, until Riddle pointed out that this would have been incorrect for the reference the Queen was making. And now finally, let's look at the cultural references. The title is an allusion to a merciless nature read in Tooth and Claw, from Lord Tennyson's 1850 poem In Memoriam A.H.H. The poem was a favorite of Queen Victoria's, who found it a comfort after Prince Albert's death in 1861. The Doctor alludes to the Scottish ballad Sir Walter Leslie, I've been chasing this wee naked child over hill and over dale, and Robert Burns' poem To a Mouse, Is that right, you timorous beastie, while trying to explain his and Rose's sudden appearance and their unusual dress to the soldiers at the beginning of the episode. The Doctor notes that the Queen, by 1879, has had 6 attempts on her life. Of the known assassination attempts, one took place in 1840, 3 in 1842, 1 in 1849, and 1 in 1850. Subsequently to 1879, there were two more attempts were made in 1882 and 1887. In the seventh Doctor's hero Ghostlight, the Doctor thwarts an attempt in 1883 by being forced to kill the Queen and thereby take over the British Empire. The Doctor claims he is from the township of Balamory. Balamory was a popular live-action children's television program broadcast between 2002 and 2005 and centered on the Isle of Mull. The Doctor also claims to have been trained at the University of Edinburgh under Dr. Bell, a reference to Joseph Bell, the inspiration for Sherlock Holmes. In the Moonbase, the second Doctor claimed to have studied under another Scottish doctor, Joseph Lister, in 1888. One of the traditional uses of mistletoe is indeed a ward against werewolves, although the plant is almost unknown in Scotland. In the commentary for the episode, script editor Simon Winstone notes that mistletoe was also used as an anticonvulsant, which tracks with the fits the host suffers as he transforms. Also note the commentary was Prince Albert's overseeing of the cutting of the Koh-i-Noor and his dissatisfaction with the results, although Winstone suggests it was more due to the fact that the stone was cut down so much. Although Queen Victoria mentions that the Koh-i-Noor brings death to those who own it, the curse is supposed to only affect men. The stones are reputed to bring good luck to female owners. The Koh-i-Noor is currently set into the crown of Elizabeth, the late Queen Mother. Towards the end of the episode, the Doctor comments that Queen Victoria's descendants will suffer hemophilia as a result of the cut. Young son Leopold and 2 of her 5 daughters, Alice and Beatrice, did inherit the condition, with Leopold dying aged only 30 as a result. Due to her children's intermarriage with other European royals, the genetic mutation has been passed on across the continent. Boy. Rose, in a running gag, tries time and time again to elicit the famous phrase, "We are not amused" from Victoria, and makes a triumphant gesture when she finally succeeds. The phrase is popularly attributed to Queen Victoria, but no historical evidence confirms this. We have something that might actually do in the series Victoria, but hey, again, I'm not one of the writers for that show, so there you go. So overall, I think this is a pretty unique episode, and one that involves, and I like the fact that it does involve Queen Victoria, and it's actually pretty good, all things considered. So, overall, I give Tooth and Claw 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, tune in next week as we take a look at School Reunion, which features the return of my all-time favorite companion. So, I hope you guys liked that episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to ring the bell so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon page. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So, until next week, this is Zuby and Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt!" When I say run, run! Of reverse polarity, the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly, baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo! Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.